to this video. Today we are talking about major domains of Earth, Geography, Social Science, Class 6, a quick revision for major domains of Earth. What are the major domains of Earth? The Earth is divided into or can be divided into lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere for the sake of our easy understanding and study. Lithos means stone. Lithos means stone. Geosphere or lithosphere. Atmos means vapor. Atmos means vapor or air or gas. Hydrosphere comes from water. Hydro is water. So hydro, water. Biosphere. Bios means life. Bios means life. So lithos is stone, atmos is vapor, hydro is water, bios is life. These are all Greek origin words. Now, the surface of the earth is a complex zone. In very few places, the three overlap and interact. What are the three? The land, the air and the water. The land, air and water overlap and interact in very few places. In those places, we have biosphere. When you have water, land and plant, an animal can grow. So, land, water and air, all the three together if you have, you will have scope for biosphere. Now, what happens is, there is water. The water, because of the sunlight and sun's heat, goes up, becomes vapor in the atmosphere, and then because it condenses later and falls down as a rain. This is collected and stored in the geosphere for underwater storage. So the atmosphere is air, hydrosphere is water, geosphere is land, and biosphere is the plant and animals living on the land with the help of this water and air. So hydrosphere, biosphere, geosphere, atmosphere. Geosphere is also called lithosphere. Lithosphere is a solid portion of the earth. The earth's crust, the layers of the soil, the mountains, as well as the nutrient elements that sustain the organism. Nutrient elements that sustain the organism. Nutrient elements that sustain organisms are found in lithosphere or geosphere. The lithosphere can be further divided into large land masses called continents and then large water bodies called oceans. So what we are trying to say here is the continents and oceans are part of lithosphere. Continents and oceans are part of the lithosphere. Large landmass is continent and large water bodies is oceans. The level of seawater remains same everywhere, but the level of land is not the same. There are mountains and valleys. So the level of seawater is considered as the zero, mean sea level. We consider it as a mean sea level. Now the depth of the seawater is not the same everywhere. Under the sea we have mountains and valleys. What is hydrosphere? Hydrosphere is water. What is atmosphere? Atmosphere is gas. Atmosphere is a gaseous layer that surrounds the earth where oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases are found. That is atmosphere. Hydrosphere is the ice, the water and the water vapor all put together is called the hydrosphere that is found on the surface of the earth, above the earth or on the earth, under the earth. The five major oceans form part of the hydrosphere. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Southern Ocean, etc. Biosphere, the narrow zone where we find land, water and air together interacting to make life possible. This is called the biosphere. In lithosphere, we have the continents and we have the oceans and other things. Geosphere. What are the continents? The continents are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica. Asia 1, Europe 2, Africa 3, North America 4, South America 5, Australia 6, Antarctica 7. Asia is the largest continent. It covers about 1/3 of the total land area of the earth. Asia is the largest continent. It covers 1/3 of the land area of the earth. It is in the eastern hemisphere. Tropic of Cancer passes through it and it is separated from Europe by the Ural Mountains. Asia is the largest continent lying in the Eastern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere, Eastern Hemisphere. Europe. Europe is smaller than Asia and lies to the west of Asia. Europe lies to the west of Asia and it is smaller than Asia. Arctic Circle passes through Europe. Then you have the Africa. Africa is the second largest continent. Africa is the second largest continent. It's a large part of it lies in the northern hemisphere. It is bound on all sides of water. It is home to Sahara, the world's hottest desert. It is home to Sahara, world's hottest desert. Equator or 0 degree latitude runs almost through the middle of the continent. Equator runs through the middle of the continent. Nile flows through Africa. Nile, the longest river, Nile, flows through Africa. Then what you have? You have the North America. What is special in North America? It is the largest continent of the world. South America lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. North America lies mostly in the northern hemisphere. It is surrounded by 3 oceans. North America is surrounded by the 3 oceans: the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. South America lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. It is again surrounded by Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. The world's longest mountain range, the world's longest river, everything is in South America. World's longest mountain range, world's longest river is in South America. The Andes and the Amazon. Andes and Amazon are in South America. Andes and Amazon. The mountains in the North America are called the Andes. The Isthmus of Panama links the North America and South America. The Isthmus of Panama links the North America and South America. Australia is in southern hemisphere. Australia is a continent. Australia is a country. Australia is a continent. So Australia is a country, continent. It lies in southern hemisphere. It is an island. It has ocean on all the sides. Antarctica is also completely in southern hemisphere. It's very huge but permanently covered in ice and snow, so there is very little habitation. People don't live there usually. People live only for the purpose of research. South Pole is at its center. So these are about the various continents. So we have seen Asia is the largest continent. Tropic of Cancer passes through it. Ural Mountains are there, which divides Asia and Europe. Europe is smaller. Arctic Circle passes through it, bounded on sea by 3 sides. Africa, the largest continent, 0 degree latitude. The equator runs through the middle of the continent. You have the biggest desert, Sahara Desert in Africa. You have Nile in Africa. In North America, we have the largest continent. It is connected to South America by the Isthmus of Panama. South America, we have the Andes Mountains and the Amazon River. Australia is a continent as well as a country as well as an island. Antarctica is completely covered by ice. The research stations in Antarctica manned by India are called Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri are the research stations of India in Antarctica. Isthmus, the connecting point between North America and South America, is called the Isthmus. Now, what is special about Asia is that the highest mountain on earth, Mount Everest, the peak is lying on the northern boundary of India on the Himalayan range, 8848 meters above sea level. That is special about Asia. 8848 meters above sea level. Everest, the highest peak in the Himalayan range, is in Asia. Likewise, Mariana Trench, the deepest point on the ocean, is in Pacific Ocean. So now we have seen about the continents. Now let us look at hydrosphere. More than 71% of the earth is covered with water. 29% is land. So 71% is water. That is why it is called blue planet. Now 97% of the earth's water is not human consumable. It is salt water or it is ocean or unfit for humans. Very small percentage is available as a fresh water. That means you can cook food or drink. All the 5 oceans are really interconnected. There are 3 chief movements of the ocean waters. What are the movements of the ocean water? They are called the waves, the tides and the currents. The waves, the tides and the currents. The waves, the tides and the currents cause winds and typhoons and cyclones and etc. The waves, the tides and the currents. Tides we call it as high tide and low tide. Depends upon the attraction of the moon, the gravity of the moon by pulling the ocean water from the earth. Then you have the waves because of the wind that blows on the surface of the water. Then you have the ocean currents where water flows like a river from within the ocean along with the strong winds. What is special about Pacific Ocean? Pacific Ocean, we have seen the Mariana Trench is in Pacific Ocean. Mariana Trench is in Pacific Ocean. It's the largest ocean. It's over 1/3 of the Earth's surface. It's almost a circular in shape. Mariana Trench is there. Atlantic Ocean, second largest ocean, almost S-shaped. You have the North and South America on the western and eastern side of the Atlantic Ocean and Africa on the eastern side. Irregular and inundated coastline. The Atlantic Ocean gives an irregular and inundated coastline. You have lots of ports on the Atlantic Ocean. Natural harbors are possible. Indian Ocean, only ocean named after India. Almost triangular in shape, bounded in the north by Asia, in the west by Africa, and the east by Australia. The Southern Ocean encircles the continent of Antarctica and extends northward 60 degrees south of latitude. Arctic Ocean is located within the Arctic Circle and surrounds the North Pole, connected with the Pacific Ocean by a narrow stretch of shallow water called as Bering Strait. The Arctic Ocean, Arctic Circle, Arctic Ocean is connected to the Pacific Ocean by Bering Strait. Otherwise, Arctic Ocean is almost frozen. Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean are the 5 oceans. Coming to atmosphere, atmosphere is a blanket of air or gases. It exerts pressure on the earth. As we go up above the surface of the earth towards the space, it becomes thinner. It is more dense or heavy closer to earth. Nitrogen is 78%, oxygen is 21%, the rest are carbon dioxide, argon, helium, etc. or by 1% in volume. How it helps? It helps to breathe because oxygen is there. More importantly, it protects from the harmful UV rays of the sun. UV rays of the sun, the atmosphere protects. That is why we say ozone layer has to be there. Ozone layer should not have holes by pollution. Oxygen is a breath of life, part of atmosphere, so it is very important. Carbon dioxide is essential for plants for photosynthesis, so it is very essential. Density of the atmosphere increases. That is why when we climb mountains, you feel there is lesser and lesser air there. You find it difficult to breathe. There are 5 layers of atmosphere: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. This you will study in physics also. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. These are the 5 layers of atmosphere above the earth. What is wind? It is a fast moving air from a high pressure area to the low pressure area. It is called atmosphere. Wind. So exosphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere, thermosphere are the layers of the atmosphere top to bottom. Exosphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere, troposphere are the layers of the atmosphere from top to the bottom towards the earth. So the density of the atmosphere and the pressure it exerts causes the wind to flow from high pressure area to low pressure area. Wind flows from high pressure to low pressure. Coming to biosphere, the narrow zone of where the land, water and air interact, where life forms are possible, where plant and animals live, where microorganisms and multiple species exist, is called biosphere. The biosphere, though the land, the water and the air exist, because of the pollution, we spoil the water and the air and the land and make it impossible for life forms to sustain. So it is necessary to ensure the biosphere is kept clean and fit for survival for the organisms. The plant kingdom and the animal kingdom depend on each other, and for both of them the biosphere is very essential. The cutting of the forests for wood will cause removal of the soil. Removal of the soil will take away fertility, will make the rainwater fall faster, it will create floods. When it creates floods, it will take away the other land and soil around it also. So the land will become not habitable for humans. So cutting of the forest will affect in this way. Likewise, if you have an earthquake, the fertile soil may fall in between inside the earth and give rise to plateaus or mountains over there. A volcano could spoil everything around it. For example, parts of Andaman and Nicobar were submerged during tsunami. Also, the human activity, the discharge of the industrial waste, discharge of the domestic waste, if it is not treated, it will spoil the earth and water, soil, water, as well as the air. When air is polluted, you will not be able to breathe properly. It will give rise to lots of diseases. So human beings will waste the money in treating for the disease or die early. So all this, the way in which humans treat the land, air and water will decide on whether the biosphere will continue to be available for the plants and animals to live. The plant kingdom and animal kingdom as a part of the ecosystem coexist only because of the air, water and land interacting properly, which is possible only on earth. That is why we say life forms are found only on earth. These are the major domains of the earth. Thanks for watching.